What is the new game that we are obsessed with?
It's called Pokemon Ga-ole, and it's basically Pokemon Go mixed with Pokemon on your new DS in an arcade game.
Oh
Basically.
yeah, and I would say also mix with like Pokemon trading card game.
Yeah.
Because the arcade game prints your own custom cards,
So, you gotta open the case like this.
and these are unique to you. Like they have
They have
codes on them
and a memory card.
that only you can use.
So there are different Pokemon, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Like, you can't just have all Pikachus. Like, and I guess you can have every Pokemon from every gen.
That's what it seems like. But
We've mostly gotten Pokemon from Gen 7.
yeah, because there's a Alolan Vulpix
In Cosmog.
and Cosmog and a Alolan Ninetales. So
And the third starters.
when you're playing the game, it's like you have like two modes, right?
Right. There's catch mode and there's fighting mode. So catch mode, or just catch them. What was it called?
I think it's called like Get Now.
Yeah, get now. So you get to choose from 3 bushes, and there's a little Pokeball joystick, and you get to move the Pokeball towards which bush you want, and then it catches a random Pokemon, and it shows what other 2 Pokemon were in the other bushes.
Yeah.
And then you do another one, and you get to choose between the 2 that you caught, and then it prints out the card
For free?
No, for 100 coins. Well, not
100
coins.
yen.
Yeah, one of these.
One of those guys. So you have to play 100 yen to play,
And then you gotta do.
and then every
one
time you
to
want to
choose.
print a disc, you have to pay 100 yen.
So, for example, if I had to choose between Pikachu or Baggin, and I wanted Pikachu, it would print out this card.
Yep. Or you could say no, and you can earn coins in the game that you can
Yeah.
spend on stuff in the game
Like
instead of
support
spending
Pokemon.
real money. Yeah, which we've done to get like support Pokemon.
Mhm.
So that's catch mode, which you can do 9 rounds of, and each round costs money to play, and then money if you want to print one of these guys. But it's a great way to like. We literally did that twice so that we could get 18 discs, and then from there we go into battle mode.
Yeah, so what we do is we choose a fighting Pokemon and then one that we have to work on. So I'm just doing these 2, for example. So if I want these 2 Pokemon, you put them in a little slot, and then just making these up. Put them on a little slot, and then on the screen it shows like this little race, and you have 2 buttons next to the Pokeball joystick. So you either have 1 person or 2 people. With us, we have 2 people. So we're spamming, clicking both buttons so that our Pokemon, either are fighting or the one we have to work on, moves to the end of the line. So it's kind of like a race. And then there's other 2 Pokemon that you're battling. That's basically versus AI. And you are trying to beat them, so then you can either attack them. Well, yeah, you can attack them, but they have a choice to either block or avoid your attack.
It's like a random dice roll.
Yeah, so when you're attacking, you have to spam the buttons again to have your attack powered up to see if you do more damage against the 2 Pokemon. And it's easier when you kill a Pokemon because you can still catch them, but they're out of the race, so they're out of your way. So, with working on Pokemon, we haven't evolved one yet.
No, we haven't.
They do evolve, we think.
Yeah.
And
It's easy to tell because they have like, this guy has like 2 out of 3 stars, which means he can be powered up 1 more time or evolve. And like, this guy can evolve 3 more times. So then we haven't experienced that yet, but we think that then you get to print out the disc for the evolution. But like this, we didn't evolve it. We just happened to catch both of them separately. Yeah.
Yeah. And so there you get to choose either to do starter Pokemon, like just ones that aren't evolved, or just ones that aren't legendaries, like these, for example.
Yeah.
And like Rodham too, and even Cosmog. So then there's another mode for legendaries, and you can supposedly get a legendary to battle with. We haven't done that except for our first. Then you get to choose. Well, it's like a dice roll, either between a big shiny bush, which could attract legendaries, or just a regular bush, which still could attract legendaries. It's just a lower chance. So on our last time that we did this, we got a shiny bush, and we got this thing, which is full stars in rainbow.
All 5 stars, yeah. It's very rare to find 5 stars, and they always shine. And they kind of have like CP, like Pokemon Go, to show you how powerful they are. Like Vulpix is 1240 and Ninetales is 2200, and I think that's like Ninetales is one of our highest, but this guy is 3680, and Kylie was freaking out.
Like, this is like, he's so powerful.
Like, he's so powerful that, like, what were people around us doing?
Yeah, they were freaking out. This one guy was next to us, and he was showing his son because he was, like, watching us the whole time, which was kind of cute, and he was, like, jumping up and down whenever we would catch a Pokemon. And when his father saw this, or his dad, I don't know why I said father, saw this, he was like flipping out. He was like pointing to our screen and just like flipping out, like I said before.
Now, we found one of the reasons that we really wanted to play this game was because of the connection to Sun and Moon. But we found out some sad news, didn't we?
So, you can only put these Pokemon on your DS or on your Pokemon games on your DS if you have Japanese DS and game. So.
And Japanese version of the game.
Yeah.
Which we did find out that if we drink a bunch of this one type of tea, we earn points and we can be entered in a contest to win it. But you can scan these little QR codes on your DS and you're supposed to get the Pokemon in the game.
They're only specific vending machines.
Yeah, if we drink this vegetable juice, which is like orange, carrot, and tomato juice.
Yeah, there's like Charmander, Pikachu, Magikarp.
So I don't even know why I'm drinking this Red Bull. I should only be drinking that juice so we can get points. And once you get 50 points, which is basically drinking 50 of those juices, you can enter to win a Pikachu Japanese 3DS, both copies of Ultra Sun and Moon Japanese, and a tote bag.
We were really excited because we thought we were going to beat the game with, of course, this.
Yeah, with Steelix. We were just envisioning going through Sun and Moon and like a level 5 trainer going, "Hey, I challenge you with my Rock Ruff." And then we were like, "I hope you're ready to pee your pants because here comes Mega Steelix."
Like, here's my mountain of rock for you.
Oh, that's cute. You have a little puppy. I have a mountain.
Yes.
So we have decided we're going to take a break from playing this arcade game because we're very addicted to it. Obviously, we literally went back to the Pokemon store and got these little carrying cases that were $5 each, and they each hold 12. We're trying to find... we saw a video of a kid who has like a binder that you can store like hundreds of them in, and so we're trying to find that. And then we also have our player card. Go grab my wallet. It's in there. And so your player card is $5, and you basically just put it on the arcade machine when you start, and it logs you in and brings up your profile, which we put it under Kylie's name. And yeah, this is what it looks like. So you go to apparently any like retail store around here sells these for $5, and the 400 means you can save your game 400 times, which we're never gonna hit that limit. And then when you're done, you just buy a new one and you transfer it to a new thing. I guess it's like an IC scanner, just like our like Metro cards, but I guess you can only scan it 400 times and then the signal gets weak. I don't know. But anyway, so this is really cool. You sit it on there and then you get like...
Or maybe it's like you can only get 400 Pokemon?
No, because we already have... Like, when it's saved, it changed the number to 398 on the screen. And then, of course, you can go on their website and you put in your player number, and then it tells you all the Pokemon that you've unlocked. It tells you all the coins that you've earned. You can find where the location is. There's about 90 locations in Tokyo itself where the game is located. The main one we found, of course, was by the Pokemon Mega Center in Sunshine City.
We do at least have to film us playing it.
Oh, yeah.
Of both modes.
That'll be part 2.
Yeah.
So, we found that there was not a lot of instructions on how to play this game. Some of it, like, we played it the first time and we had no clue what we were doing.
You were just like, oh my gosh, more? What
yeah,
are we doing?
Which we were very glad because we had a legendary Pokemon and it broke out of our ball and we didn't know.
Tapu Koko.
Yeah, and we didn't know that, like, oh, if we had caught him, all we needed was one frickin' coin and we would have got him.
Yeah, we didn't have any coins on us.
So, luckily, he ran away from us, so we didn't have to experience that depression. And so, not today, but soon, we'll go and battle and try to catch some legendaries. But we are going to need more carrying cases because
we almost have both full.
Almost full, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for
watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching our introduction to Pokemon Ga-ole.
Ga-ole.
Oh, and it doesn't exist outside of Japan.
Yeah, because you know.
It would be... Well, apparently they have had them at trade shows in New York. Like, just for, like, a weekend. They've had them at, like, game cons and stuff. But, for the most part, this is a Japan exclusive. Which is sad, but...
Yeah.
Alright, Pikachu says bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.